An exclusive new investigation examines how Donald Trump's business empire is generating significant income, with a growing share tied to the United Arab Emirates, UAE, home to Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Although Trump is no longer managing the Trump Organization day to day, he continues to benefit from its profits while simultaneously serving as President of the United States. Like any nation, the UAE seeks strategic value from its relationship with the EU, and new commercial arrangements can intersect with broader political interests. According to fresh reporting from Forbes, the Trump family has entered into at least 9 arrangements linked to the UAE, including 5 licensing agreements and 3 cryptocurrency-related deals. Collectively, these agreements are projected to bring in about $500 million in 2025, roughly $500 million in a single year for the Trump family, with an additional annuity estimated at a minimum of $50 million annually in subsequent years. At the center of many of these ventures is Eric Trump, the youngest son, who currently oversees day-to-day operations at the Trump Organization. Eric Trump has publicly praised the UAE as a developer-friendly market that readily approves ambitious projects, characterizing it as a place that quickly says yes. Dan Alexander of Forbes, who broke the story, explains that when you look across Trump's business lines issuing stablecoins and other forms of cryptocurrency, expanding international licensing, and related ventures, the most dynamic activity outside the U.S. is in the UAE. Contextually, the UAE ranks 86th worldwide by population and 37th by GDP. Yet no other country outside America is as deeply embedded across so many segments of the Trump business. Most of these agreements were struck in 2024 or 2025, coinciding with a period in which Donald Trump's political influence was rising again. Despite skepticism that existed among some UAE leaders years earlier, especially after January 6th and the 2020 election, attitudes shifted as Trump's prospects improved. What does the UAE seek from Trump-era ties? Analysts point to several goals. First, increased military cooperation and access to hardware such as helicopters and aircraft. Second, influence in diplomatic arenas, particularly around negotiations involving Iran and Israel. Third, the UAE aims to cement a leading role in artificial intelligence. The country invested early in AI strategies, building ministries and infrastructure, and it possesses key inputs for large-scale computing, land for data centers, proximity to water for cooling, and inexpensive energy. What it lacks are cutting-edge chips like Nvidia's. Heavily controlled by U.S. on export policies, that landscape changed in May, when the United States agreed to allow shipments totaling roughly 500,000 Nvidia chips to the UAE from this year through 2027, potentially accelerating the UAE's AI ambitions. The Forbes reporting also highlights a long-standing Trump partner in the UAE, a member of the local elite, who has been photographed in Jeffrey Epstein's home and was reported to have sent Epstein money. While that figure was not a major financial player globally, the connection underscores how Epstein touched social circles that overlapped with Trump's extended network. Political commentators note that the scope and timing of these deals raise questions about norms surrounding presidential families and private profits. Andrew Yang argues that Trump has accelerated the erosion of long-standing expectations that U.S. presidents and their families avoid significant profiteering while in office. He frames the UAE's posture as pragmatic. If the U.S. appears to accept these practices, other nations will play by the same rules in pursuit of access and influence. Whether these issues resonate with voters is, analysts say, conditional. And such stories tend to matter more when personal economic sentiment sours. Or if Americans feel financially secure, though, they may discount controversies over norms or even criminal allegations. If they feel strained, these deals can become part of a broader narrative about favoritism, bailouts, tariffs, and alleged corruption. In that scenario, the UAE-linked windfalls, along with other headline-grabbing policies and transactions, risk being interpreted as components of a larger pattern of graft and incompetence. For now, the financial magnitude of the UAE tie-ins, $500 million projected for 2025 and tens of millions annually thereafter, stands out as the most significant foreign driver of Trump Organization revenue outside the United States.